So, last session, the party found themselves tasked with something. While exploring the city of Kalos, the party decided they would use their free time here to do some quests and finish up some tasks needed to be done. The first one they chose is a week from the original time that they chose it. 5 days to be particular. They would assist a local mage as he went to explore the Midas ruins. The other task they chose was to deal with a bounty on a blue drake that had been harming the small village of Ville. So, the party turned into their misty forms and flew to fight this blue dragon near Ville. There, they learned more about it and what its plans were, where it was located. They learned the dragon's name was Ganas, the Sandstorm, and dwelt in a old ruin to the north, known as the ruins of Baltos. The party once again flew in misty form, same day, and went to go slay the drake. And once fairly close, they noticed a large, swirling sandstorm had occupied the entire region around where the dragon stood. So, the party turned back into their normal forms and trudged through the sandstorm. And eventually, using some clever magic, noticed the dragon high, high above all of them. They quickly turned back into their misty forms, flew straight into the town, which had been magically hidden from their eyes, from the eyes of anyone else within the storm. Turned back into their normal forms, and went to the central temple of the old ruins. And there, they saw standing many, many mummies that were waiting for the dragon that flew in over the top of the temple and landed at the top of the ziggurat. There, you had a quick chat where the dragon threatened you, and you didn't back down. And as the dragon initiated a combat, it fled into, presumably, its lair, the central area beneath the ziggurat itself. You all dealt with the many mummies and came out victorious, and soon slid down the sands into the lair itself. And that is where we begin tonight's session, as all of you currently, oh, wrong map, are on this map. I don't know why I went to that. So, here you all are. Currently before you, you see a long, empty corridor. And you hear this heavy sounds of a dragon somewhere before you. Many small off chambers seem to dot the hallway before you as it ends, almost opening up into another room. So, what are you doing?
I guess I'll move up to like a corner and just peer around it, see what's down the hallway. I guess to my right.
Okay. You get up to one of the corners, and you can see in both directions what appears to be open tombs. You see large, broken open caskets, devoid of any of the contents, on either side of you. Presumably, this is where the mummies came from, initially.
Yeah, I guess I'll keep going ahead and just keep looking at the side rooms.
I'm
Okay.
gonna follow along.
Mabeki will follow, and she'll be looking for things to steal.
Okay. Make an investigation check and put yourself in one of the rooms.
Character sheet.
Okay. You begin to look through the currently empty coffin this old tomb has to offer. We'll move up. Gamesh. He probably would have moved up. So, Belric, as you reach that corner, you look off to your right down that room, and you see another one of these empty coffin chambers. Similar array, the coffin currently busted open, empty. You look off to your left, and you see long, sharp teeth waiting there directly in front of you. As you see a large blue dragon that has been waiting for you. I need all of you to roll initiative, please. Okay.
I don't like those measurement arrows, Graham.
I know. Okay, I think we're missing Gamesh and Seer. Let me get Gamesh's.
Seer is gone for a minute.
Okay. Not bad, not bad. I'll add Seer to the initiative. Just like that. And then later I think she can update it with her actual roll if she so choose. Okay. So, Belric, as you walk up and look off to your right, see the empty room, you immediately turn left, and almost buried half into the wall itself, you see the large gnashing teeth. Immediately, you see the drake lunges out from the wall. You see its large spiny tail goes to slam directly for you as it was waiting for you. I believe that's going to hit you. That is going to be a 27 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That's going to be 17 points of bludgeoning damage. As you just all see, just wrapping around the corner, a 15-foot long tail just slams directly, busting through part of the plate that Belric currently wears, sending him right into Faradir. As all of you just see the dragon bursts forth from the wall and occupies that space. Initiative starts. Its surprise round is over.
Alright, so I'm first, right?
Yes, you are. What are you gonna do, Mabeki?
Alright. So I've heard all this, right? Becky heard all this. She knows something's going down.
Yeah. All you hear is what sounds like a large growl that just echoes through the chamber, and the sound of just plate mail being struck and broken by a very
Alright.
hefty hit.
Give me a second, I gotta measure this. So I take it that... Oh, won't let me do that. That Faradir's taking up the square too, right?
I believe you can run through Faradir.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is currently large.
Usually you can also just
Okay.
pass through party members' spaces, not enemies.
Yeah, I don't think she could pass through it though, if I'm measuring correctly. Because this is... She can't stand in that square, right?
Let me just double check. Technically you can stand in this one. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm trying to...
I know the grid's a little...
Yeah, I'm trying to, like, calculate movement, because I don't know how to do the click and go thing.
Oh, you're good. Every tile is just, 5 feet. So if you just count it
Yeah.
like that.
Because I think she could get to here, but if she can't stand there, then...
You
have
can also
25
just do like
feet?
the arrow and then
Yeah,
hit
if you...
those.
How do you do the clicking thing with the stop?
Like you hold it and then you right click to make a point and then you go from there and you just keep doing
Oh,
that.
okay.
So you just
Okay.
hold down your left click the whole time and just tap your right click when you want to make a angle.
Okay. Oh yeah, you cannot do that with a mouse pad.
Ah,
Yeah, that
I can
rules
try
out that.
and help you out if you want. Like there would be 20. Or well, I guess 15 if you go that, which would be more cost effective.
Yeah, because
And then you could get
Mabeki, she's
to
gonna try and take a shot at
any
it.
of those 3 squares, or probably these 2 squares.
Okay, because she does have a movement speed of 30, so she could probably get up to here.
Oh yeah, 30. Okay. I thought it was.
But could she
25
stand
or-
there is the thing, because it looks like a wall. Graham, could she stand there?
Which spot?
Right there
I-
against the wall?
I'd say yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, she's gonna
she's
move up.
pretty small.
Yeah, she is. She's like...
Yeah, she
oh,
doesn't
you all
die
watch
to the
it, she's
dragon.
just
She
like...
gets stepped on by Faradir.
Her back's to the wall, like literally arms spread, just like trying to like almost shimmy past.
Right, and she's gonna hide behind Faradir's legs, I guess. Or just against the wall.
Okay. You still technically have a full action. So, yeah.
Yeah. And she's gonna shoot at the dragon with her bow.
So that is... Okay. So I'm pretty sure that is advantage because you are not noticed.
And I think she has
What I
pack
can
tactics,
say.
if I remember how that works.
Yeah, but there's no one next to
Oh,
the
yeah,
dragon.
that-
That's the thing. So you would only be... You have to rely on its check, which it doesn't notice you. So let's calculate that damage. So 35. Not bad. You all watch as the small Mabehi fires the first shot towards the drake. You see it slams into the side of the blue scales. The dragon snarls down at you. You'll be first. Is that the end of your go?
Yeah, that's all she can do.
Okay. Can't fully move at this point. It's going to use a legendary action at the end of your turn. And it's going to, once again, try and strike Belric with its tail, as it does a tail attack. That misses. That's a natural one. Okay, after that. So. Initiative count 20. The layer occurs. So, as you are all within its layer now, the layer actions take effect. So, you watch as its tail whips out. You see a mass of dust seems to swirl up and begins to engulf the center of where you guys are currently standing. As bunches of the sand that had blown into this chamber swirls around here. So, in a 20-foot radius from here, so it catches Gamesh as it spreads around the corner. I need all four of you to make con saving throws. Okay. You do add your bonuses to that. Belric, con saving throw. Okay. Gamesh barely passes. Faradir and Belric, you pass. Nabehi, you fail. Nabehi, you are blinded. As sand gets in your eye, you cannot see. On Gamesh's go. So I've been told. Welcome back, Seer. Please,
Yes!
you roll initiative.
Gladly. Gladly. a 6.
Wonderful. I don't think that changes the initiative very much.
Nope.
You can move your character where you think you would have put them if you would have followed the group at all.
I would have. I don't want to be alone.
Okay, you are not affected by the blinding effect that just occurred, but right now you see, like, basically the dragon has tail attacked Belric twice. One success, one fail, and also has kicked up a small dust storm that had spread through the local area between Belric, Nabehi, and Faradir that also caught Kamesh in it. So, what Gamesh is going to do is, I believe, yeah, he's going to cast Gaian Juggernaut on himself. So, let me get his Gaian format. So, suddenly you all watch as Gamesh's form shifts into the Gaian form and is now encompassed by that. Actually, he would have moved beforehand because he couldn't fit past Faradir. And he would have gotten there and then cast it. Now, in front of the creature, he would attack it. Does he have Gaian form on here?
Isn't it a separate character sheet?
It might be. Yes, it is. Thank you. There we go. Okay. It's a miss. How many attacks does he get?
2.
Yes. This is why I don't like... Oh my god. Damn. Yeah, this is why I don't like taking over another person's character sheet too much. I don't know where they put their stuff. Yeah, but you all see in the massive form just slams twice. To not much avail. This creature's AC is higher than 11. Faradir.
Okay, so
Actually, before you go, it's going to use another one of its legendary actions. It's going to tail attack Gamesh's form. It's going to be 31 to hit. Faradir.
Okay, so I'm gonna hope that this thing reaches like 10 feet or something. I'm gonna move up to here and attack it. Where it's at is a very bad spot.
So where did you say you moved?
To where I am.
How did you get there?
I walked there.
Yeah, but
There. Used
okay.
my feet.
So did you ever leave a 15-foot range?
No.
Okay. No attack of opportunity.
Okay, so do some hits.
Hits. That hits. That misses.
Okay, and then bonus action.
That hits.
Okay, and if I don't use it now, when am I gonna action surge?
Okay. Hits.
Oh,
Whoo!
hell yeah, that's the good one to get a crit on.
Oh yes. Hits.
Alright, and with that, I will move to here, because I'm still in its attack range, but
Jesus.
there's room for other people.
Yeah. So you all watch as Faradir runs up to this creature and just begins an assault on it. And this creature is, just devastated as Faradir just beats the living shit out of this large adult dragon who is not happy at the moment.
I think I'm bad at math. I think that was 123.
That makes sense.
It's a very satisfying number.
That definitely makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Yeah, at the end of your turn, it's going to use its last legendary action, and it's going to tail attack you. That is going to be a 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Ooh, okay. That is going to be a solid 20 points of damage. Bludgeoning, specifically.
Okay.
And then, the dragon's turn. Very angry, it is going to open its jaw, and you see sparks begin to move out of it as a burst of lightning you've seen once before emanates directly in a line through Gamesh, Belric, and Mebehi. I need all three of you to make dex saving throws, please.
That includes me, right?
That does include you, yes.
I do have a point of exhaustion. It says disadvantage on ability check. Does this count?
No, I think saving throws is the second point.
Yeah,
Or maybe
I
the
don't
third.
think.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it affects you right now.
But you do get a
Awesome.
+3 because you're right next to me.
Okay. So, Gamesh is the only one that fails. Mabehi, I believe you take no damage from this then? As you do have evasion. Okay. 84 points of damage. Halved Belric to 42. Mabeki, you take none of it.
Oh yeah, I also have. I think I still got protection from energy still up, so I'll get half of that too.
Okay, 42 halved.
That is a fuck ton of damage.
Yeah, it's only in a line, however.
Seer, do not get in that line.
Yeah, but so Gamesh's form immediately drops. And I believe yeah, he's not looking as good as he was. The dragon regains all of its legendary actions. And additionally, is going to move, so it's going to break melee with Faradir and Ganesh. Ganesh is now in his normal form. Ganesh is going to just slash. Hits. Faradir, do you want to make an attack of opportunity?
It wasn't in my attack range.
How did you attack it?
Because I moved up to it and then I stepped back, but I was still in its attack range when I stepped
Okay.
back. Because I wanted to make a little path in case, like, for Belric to get up to it too.
Okay.
That's why I was hoping that it had a long reach.
It is then going to bury itself into the wall. And as you all watch, as it just begins to make itself a nice little tunnel to go into. It's the end of the dragon's go. Senti. Oh, actually, yeah. Yeah, so Senti, what are you doing? Okay, who do you cast it on?
I think that aura is a radius.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's around Senti.
okay. 30-foot radius. What color Senti do you want it to be? Like a dark green or a light green? Light green, okay. I think that's the lightest it can go. Maybe this one? Oh. We'll just stick with the first one. I mean, turning the corner, he's bleeding profusely. There's scorch marks up and down his body. It looks like he took, you know, a pretty decent hit. Okay. A little bit more health for the good old Gamesh, as he just tanked a whole lightning blast. That is all. Okay.
At least he had those 10 hit points, which was nice.
Very nice. I mean, without him, he would have been below half health.
He also gets resistance to lightning damage. Can I cast Bardic Inspiration on Faradir?
What's the range of Bardic Inspiration?
60 feet.
Then yeah.
Well,
Nice.
thank you.
And I'm gonna summon my face spirit with a 4th level spell slot.
Okay.
I'm going to summon that. I can summon them within any place within 90 feet, if I remember correctly. Yes. So if it's alright, I'd like to summon them like right in this area.
Right in that area. Okay.
Alright. Gonna.
Yep, you should be able to
It's
control them
deceitful. Yeah, it's deceitful, by the way.
now. Okay. Yeah, you should be able to control it and move it if you need.
All right.
Anything else from you, sir?
No, that's it. Sorry.
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear that, I guess. Belric.
I'm from where I see. Can I see the dragon just making like just digging into like the hole
Yeah.
into the wall?
Yeah, you can definitely see where the dragon's currently digging. It just, I can reveal this area. Probably. If I actually can select the reveal tool. Yeah, so you see it kind of has dug, like, thus far. Seemingly into another room.
I think I'll move up to here, and then I'll misty step to get right next to it. Then I'll attack it.
Okay. Misses. You try and strike into the back of this creature, but the tail that's slammed into your chest swings wide in a defensive position as the dragon burrows into the very stonework, breaking through to the other room. I believe that's the end of your turn.
Yep, that's all I can do.
Okay. It's going to use one legendary action. It's going to try to tail attack you. That's going to be at 26 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That's going to be a 14 points of bludgeoning damage to you. As you're fighting against this tail trying to get a good strike in, the tail just whips around with sudden speed. Once again, just hits you with these thorns, just dig right in through your armor, and it pulls out, and you see a gash of blood.
Is this attack magical in any way?
Doesn't say that it is. So I would think not.
Okay.
Okay, end of your go.
Yep, that's it.
Mebeki. Mebeki, are you there?
Sorry. Right. She's gonna try moving along the wall. Just feeling along and making her way out. Now I take the green circle as the sandstorm.
No, the green circle is an aura that Senti put up. So it's like
Oh,
her
okay.
healing aura, essentially.
Okay, is Mabehi still blinded then?
I don't think Mebehi was ever blinded. I think he passed the saving throw.
I thought she was blind. Wasn't it a con saving throw?
Don't think. Wait, did you fail it? You did fail it. Sorry, I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I was thinking of.
Dexterity one she passed.
Yes. Yeah, so you are blinded at this moment. All you can do is hear, the sounds of the dragon, as there's sand in your eyes.
Okay. Can she try to like rub the sand out of her eyes to become unblind?
Make a con saving throw. This would be at the end of your turn, however. Just so you know, if there's anything you want to do while blind, you hear the dragon, like you hear the similar sound that you heard, so you can kind of make your way towards, but you don't have a full idea where the dragon is.
Oh, so it only has to be at the end? It couldn't be at the beginning?
It's only at the end.
Okay, well, she's gonna try and shoot in the same direction that she knows hit before.
Okay.
Actually, first she's gonna hide. She doesn't know what's around her.
So make an attack with disadvantage.
Oh, do I have to do stealth first since she's hiding?
Sure, you can stealth. Technically, I believe stealth is at a disadvantage, which it doesn't matter anyways, because it would still be a straight roll, and that's the same number. So, 25.
I take it that she's hidden.
You believe you may be. You're blind though, so you can't really see. There's sand all up in your eyes.
She's just standing there thinking she's hidden.
What the hell? Yeah. So even blinded, you take out your short bow, just knowing where the dragon was. You fire just a blanket shot out there. So it would have been the 24 with a disadvantage. Just a blanket shot with the short bow, and you hear wince of pain as you do strike the dragon. However, you were not hidden, but you still get sneak attack because you have an ally next to it.
Okay.
Because
And
it's kind of
so
hard to
now
hide
she
when
can
you're
try
out
to
in the
get the
open.
sand.
Yes, now make a con saving throw. I can't believe you actually hit the dragon. I'm shocked. 12? Still have sand in your eye.
Ugh.
Yeah, you're currently still blinded. At the end of your go, the dragon's going to use 2 legendary actions. I need a dex saving throw from Belric. Okay. The dragon, as it's currently in the hole, it gets enough room that it beats its wings a single time, and that sends you essentially flying through the air for a moment as you just land on your back prone. That's only going to be 15 points of bludgeoning damage, and the dragon flies. To about there. as you watch as it just beats its wings, gets enough propulsion to just soar through that open cavern in the chamber, and just lands and turns down towards Faradir. Okay. Now after that, it's the layer action. I need a dex saving throw from Faradir, as you see the ceiling collapses on top of you. Faradir?
Hi, I just got back. What?
Can you make me a dex saving throw, please? Okay.
Oh, not +3.
No. So 9. So on the layer action, you see the dragon basically almost flies through the open space as it lands directly in front of you, turns towards you, and you just hear a sound above you, and you look up to see a whole section of the building, sand, just begins to pour in and around and on top of you. You're going to take a total of 8 points of bludgeoning damage. You are knocked prone, you are restrained, and you are unable to breathe, as you are buried in sand.
Okay.
So, after that turn, it's Ganesh. Yeah, he's going to... do this. And he is going to... he's going to do it at a 7th level. So, he now gains 70 hit points, as once again he becomes the Gaian Juggernaut.
And he's gargantuan?
He is. He's then going to move. Steps over
Shouldn't
the...
he be a 4x4?
Well, he only changes size for every 2 levels, I believe.
Oh, it just
Increase
says...
your size. So, when casting this spell using a spell slot of 6 level or higher.
Okay, so it's
size
all of it
yeah.
with that at the end. Alright, I was just
Yep.
reading it wrong.
And then the only thing that changes by and the temporary hit points increase by 20 for every 2 slots above 5th level. So we can only increase to a
Gotcha.
total of 90 with 9th level spell, essentially, if you were to upcast it.
Reading comprehension is bad.
Yeah, that's the only part of the spell I remembered, barely. So he was here. Let's just do that. Easy enough. You watch as he steps over and onto and over the current mound of sand that is Faradir, as he gets up next to the large dragon once again. And
My bones
after
are crushed.
reading the actual normal parts of the spell, he can't attack, but he is in his earthen form and gets up next to it. So Faradir, currently you are under sand. You currently have the restrained effect. So you speed 0, attack
Okay.
rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage.
Can I get out?
Yes. So what you're going to need to do is make a strength check, and it takes an action to do so.
Okay. with this and being large, could I have advantage?
Yes.
Dope.
20. You unbury yourself. It takes, the better part of your round, but you do so. You push away the
Okay.
sand and rubble and rocks, and now see above you, distant light, as a whole section of ceiling basically just collapsed on top of you. But it took your action to do so.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move to here. And I have many bonus actions. I don't know which one to do. Okay. I will.
Oh, I should probably unveil some more of the area too.
Is drinking a potion a bonus action?
Healing potions.
What about a potion of lightning resistance? Okay, I'll just invoke my Uvar rune instead.
Okay.
And I will hope that I don't get shot and die. And that's my turn.
Okay. I believe I rule potions as bonus actions, by the way.
Alright, good to know.
Okay, end of your turn. The dragon's turn. First off. Okay. So, what to do? What to do? Oh, I meant to reveal this area as well. I don't know why my reveal tool doesn't like to work immediately, no matter what. You can partially see this space before you, Faraday. As you see the top of the chamber, you see elements of sand seems to drift into the chamber of what once was probably a very beautiful sarcophagus that is marred by time and sand.
Okay, and can I see what's off to these sides?
Yes, yes, you can. As you did run past them, you do see that these also seem to be small mini chambers within this burial site.
Okay.
The dragon first off is going to use its frightful presence. So every creature that it can see within 120 feet, which would be everyone but Senti. Can the dragon see Senti? No. See everyone else. Turn to Ted. Can't currently see Belric. So Belric, you don't have to make this save either. but I need everyone else but those two to make wisdom saves, please.
Oof, I'm gonna indomitable that.
Wait. Wish I had Indomitable.
Dear Christ, I hope
19?
a 19 is enough.
Succeeds.
Oh, that's good.
Let me get my creatures.
I need Mabehi to make her wisdom save. As well as, yeah, that creature. Gamesh barely makes it, because he doesn't have the +3. Is Mabehi away?
You need me to take a wisdom save?
Yeah, wisdom save, please.
Okay.
So, Seer, you fail, as does your
Yeah.
creature. Mabehi, you succeed. Okay. If you failed, you are currently frightened for 1 minute. The effects of frighten are you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is within line of sight, and you cannot willingly move closer to it. The entity is then going to make 3 attack rolls. It's going to focus 2 of them on Faradir and 1 on the large form of Gamesh. Oh, gotta re-roll that. So, I can't do math for no reason. 17 to hit Faradir.
That'll hit.
That one is going to be 26 to hit Faradir.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And then a 12 to hit the Gaian Juggernaut. Sorry, 14 to hit the Gaian Juggernaut. Which actually misses. Okay. So it misses the Gaian Juggernaut, but it strikes you twice. First one, it's going to be its bite. As its large, toothy maw bites down on you. You're going to take 13 points of piercing damage, 8 points of lightning damage. And then you're going to take a solid 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay, so it was 13, 8, and 12.
I believe so, yes.
Actually, do I want to use that?
What? The Stone's
My
Endurance?
reaction. Yeah.
I think you already did.
Yeah, I guess I can't take it back. Should have used my reaction for something better. Whoops.
Well, now you've used it.
I am looking bad, folks.
And the dragon regains all of its legendary actions. And it is actually going to stay there. Senti. Okay. Who do you heal? No, actually not.
I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Okay. Anything else? No attacks? I don't think you have. Oh, you awoken your spores? Hold on, let me... Yeah. So when you say you awaken your spores, that's just to heal people. Okay. Sorry. So you're using symbiotic entity, right? Okay. Yeah. So whenever you do that, just please put it in the chat, so I kind of know what abilities you're using. But yeah, that one is an action, and you use your wild shape. So good to know. Yeah, you can always just click on the there's a little almost like chat icon right next to it if you hover over like near the name. Like there's the gear and then there's the message icon. If you click that, it automatically posts that whole thing into the chat. You can do it for any of your abilities and your features and traits. Yeah, so if you were to like, if you want to try it out, you can test it and get a sense of how it's working out. It posts like a nice little, yeah, compact box. It's pretty useful. So if you, whenever you use one of your abilities, if you want to just, you know, do that for like your class-based abilities, so I know like what you're using and what you're not. Wild shape, I think, you know, wouldn't have to, or like certain other things. Yeah, so it's always good to note, and have, you know, what abilities you've used in the chat, so I know. Okay, so you've used your action. Any bonus actions or anything? Sorry. Up to 30 feet away. Did you move all you could? Where were you at originally? Weren't you like here? I think you were right here, because I remember the dragon couldn't see you, but just barely. So then you would, so technically you could have moved like, so technically 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, still just out of range. Okay. Never mind. So close. Hmm. You know what? Here's something. You hurl spores up to 30 feet away where they swirl in a 10-foot cube for 1 minute. So you could set them right there, and then they swirl around the dragon, because he's within the cube. Um, I mean, he would take the damage. Um, so it would affect him. Do you want to? But he's in another form. Do you want to still try and affect him? It's up to you. It's up to you. He has temp HP right now in this other form. It's not really his true form that's taking the damage. Okay. So, you end your turn? Okay.
I'm
At
back.
the-
Did I miss anything?
Not yet. So, Senti, you end your turn. The dragon will take a legendary action and will beat its wings. So, Gamesh and Faradir both need to make dex saving throws, please. Okay. So both of you fail. You all
Cool,
both
cool.
take a total of 16 points of bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone.
I don't need to do that dex save, do I?
No, you are not within 10 feet of the dragon. The
Okay.
dragon then will fly. So. Will fly there. As it just beats its wings with a heavy push and moves forward. Okay. Seer, it is your turn.
Yes, yes. I am. I am going to run here. And actually, before I do that, I want to give. I'll, mm, no, I'm just gonna run behind here. That.
That's it?
I can't move towards it.
Okay.
Um,
You don't want to attack it at all?
I can't reach it even if I did. Well, actually,
Yeah.
I have disadvantage on attack rolls, right?
Depends on what it is. So if it says that it has a range, then yes. Otherwise, like what are you trying to attack with? Oh wait, yeah. So sorry, you're meaning just attacking it with frightening, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you just have disadvantage while it's within your line of sight.
Ah, just within range. Just within range. Okay. I'm gonna cast a 5th level magic missile at it, which I assume hits.
Automatically, it does. Yes. knew you
I
had-
have tricks. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you can't
I was
forget about
thinking
your
about
tricks.
it. I was thinking about it, and then I forgot about it. So I'm glad you reminded me.
You're welcome.
It's always plan B is magic missile.
So it's always a good one too.
That is my staple spell. "24 damage. And then I run
Automatically
away.
hits. You're kind of far away to see this. Faradir, being the closest one to the dragon, it's bloodied. It's winded. It's hurt. You guys have put a pounding on this thing. And you can see the damage. It's racking up.
And it thought it was gonna kill us.
It still might kill a couple of you.
Yeah, but, not
I mean,
permanently.
yeah, one more good hit and I'm down, so.
Not permanently.
Belric.
Unless.
Unless we just leave you here.
Cast Disintegrate on us.
Oh no.
You don't get to come back from that one.
No. Power word kill.
Seer, quick, learn wish. Quick.
I have. Is that not good enough?
I think if you're disintegrated, there's nothing you can do
Fair.
about it.
Wish is like the only thing.
I'll learn wish
Yeah.
eventually, but no guarantees she'll use it on you
Rip.
by that time. If you get disintegrated now,
Seer won't even remember me by 20th level. What,
What
17th level?
Faradir will be the
It's like, what's a Faradir?
It's like Faradir, yeah, it's real
Who?
tragic what
Who did we
happened to her,
travel with
but
for 6 months? I don't know her.
unfortunately I have to use my possibly one shot at wish. It's probably saving the world, so
That's fair. That's a reasonable use for it.
or just making these tacos like divine.
Also a good use.
No, but that is the end of my turn.
Okay. Belric.
Did that for the dragon to get to where it used to be between Faradir and Gamash? Did it dig a tunnel all the way to there?
It did. There is a hole there now.
Yep. And also another weird question: if I Misty Step, can I Misty Step to myself so I can be upright?
Let me look that up. Um, I would personally, I would say that you probably cannot. Um, as you know, you're in that position and you just you misty step, you teleport. Because looking up misty step. Um, yeah, you just surround yourself by silvery mist and you teleport. So it'd be however you are, um, currently at. So you'd probably be prone.
Okay. Then in that case, I'll just get up from prone and I'll start running down the tunnel that it made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you can just go into that empty little void area. So 15 feet, you would have 15 feet left. So you can make it like there.
See, like right here?
Yeah.
And then I'll just dash
Okay.
to right here.
Easy enough. Any of your go?
Actually, I'll Misty Step to right next to the dragon.
Okay. Easy enough. End of your go.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Interesting. Top of the order, Mabehi.
Alright, she's gonna move. Okay, she can hear this thing here, right?
What thing?
That.
Yeah, you can hear something really big directly down the hall. Like your back is still to the wall, so you kind of know the direction of which a lot of the sound is coming from, and it's down that way.
Okay. Does she know if it's like good or anything, or she just knows it's there?
Make a perception check. Just to see how well your hearing is. 13? It's big. It certainly sounds big. Not entirely draconic, but last I believe you saw, I think Gamesh was probably in his... Was it he in his human form?
I'm not sure if he was.
I'm not sure either. It sounds big, but not entirely draconic. You just don't know, like, what it is.
So there's like no distinct sound, it just sounds big.
Yeah, you just hear it, like, smashing into the walls in front of you. And stomping as it walked its way. You do distinctly know that it walked from where the dragon was to where it currently is. So, it,
Okay, well she's gonna risk it since she doesn't know what's going on really.
Yeah.
And she's gonna feel along the wall and just keep going straight to about here.
Mm-hmm. You get there,
That's 25.
and as you continue, you get there, and you feel something heavy in front of you, and you stop yourself, and you feel what feels like rock. And you've been with Gamesh long enough to know this is probably Gamesh in his rockin' form. Just getting up next from it's easy enough to feel a rocky, a rocky leg.
The dragon turned into a boulder.
The boulder.
Alright.
The boulder
Since she
feels
still isn't
conflicted.
sure what's going on around her, she's gonna hide. Is she just standing in the open again, or is she hidden? She'll never
Technically,
know.
you believe you're hidden.
Alright. And can she hear the dragon from where she is now?
Vaguely, it sounds like, it's somewhere before you in the tunnel.
She's gonna shoot in that direction.
With disadvantage. So, a 23. Additionally, the dragon does technically have half cover. Which is a +2 to his AC. Which is not enough. So, you just again skim the side of the dragon and hit it. So it's not
Okay.
not 30. It's the 23. So still,
Isn't Belric within 5 feet of it, so wouldn't I have advantage?
that would make it a normal roll. So it'd
Oh,
still
okay.
be the 23.
Alright.
But I think you still get sneak attack because I'm next to it.
Yeah, you still get sneak attack.
Oh.
Otherwise, you
Oh, okay.
So far, Belric being
Alright.
next to this dragon has enabled Mebehi to do probably close to the most damage thus far. Just consistently. Because Faraday got one good attack off.
Alright, and she's gonna try to get the sand out of her eyes again.
Con save.
I swear to God.
Yeah, you still have sand in your eyes. You are still blind. You might go through this whole fight being blind.
Okay. That's it for my turn.
Okay. The layer action is quite interesting. What's the distance that this... If only there was an object. It's probably... Let me see. Dang, the wording of this effect really annoys me. I want to be able to hit all of you. Okay. So, on the layer action, you see the dragon looks off towards the rest of the party currently within the hallway space. And seems just furious at everything that has happened. And you see its eyes flash blue for a moment. Belric and Faraday specifically note this. And you all hear like a sparking sound. The wall directly above Gamesh in his large and enlarged form that takes up most of this hallway. As you all hear that, you turn and look, and you see directly above him a diagonal line of electricity, a spark, a beam, shoots from him, going through him, through Faraday, and ending right here on the ground, connecting two solid surfaces of this chamber with electricity. It goes through all three of you. I need all three of you to make dex saves. It's the only way it's going to work. Because it is 120 feet, and the best way, the best solid surfaces that this can send it through to hit the most people. Yeah, it can only hit 3 people. And I'd rather hit the people closest to it. Okay, and Balric. Did that. Okay, all 3 of you actually save. You take 10 halved of lightning damage as the beam of electricity is dodged by all 3. For the most part. The 5 foot.
For taking the damage, since I also have also resistance, do I take 2 or 3 damage?
It's always rounded down, so it'd be 2 damage.
Yep, okay.
Okay, that's the layer action. Gamesh, 40 feet. Let's go. Faraday, do you allow this large Gamesh to push through you?
Yeah. I don't have any reason to stop him.
Okay. He gets there and kind of pushes into the space. With its 40 feet of movement. It's going to slam twice. I believe. Oh, actually it reaches 5 feet? Dang. Really? I mean, yeah, it doesn't say anything about reach. Yep, 5 feet. Faraday back. I mean, technically... hey, Belric, do you mind moving your token just up 1? Okay, thank you. So he squeezes past Faraday and almost, pushes up Belric closer to the dragon as it gets into position to do its attacks. This is a 7th level slam.
He's just like, excuse me, pardon me, coming through.
Yeah, you kind of want to get out of the way for it. And both of those hit. For some solid damage. Okay, dragon's looking hurt. It's going to use its last legendary action, and it is actually going to tail attack Belric. Doesn't like you. That's going to be 21 to hit.
Yep, that is.
All these tail attacks to you. That's only going to be 15 points of bludgeoning damage. It's not having a good time. Faraday.
Okay, so how tall is this sarcophagus here?
In all honesty, it's probably about 5 feet tall.
Okay, so I could straddle it.
Probably.
Okay, So I'm gonna move to there.
Yeah, the large golem thing lets you pass
And
through.
yeah, and attacks.
Hits.
Okay.
It's looking hurt. Misses. Hits.
And I'm gonna give myself advantage on this bonus action attack with my rune.
Hits. It's still up.
Alright, that's my turn.
The dragon's turn. Regains all legendary actions.
Using my reaction during my turn, does that mean that I get it back at the end of my turn? Because would I be using my reaction from basically the last round?
Hmm. You regain your reaction at the start of your next turn. So you would have used your reaction currently.
Okay.
One moment, please.
Has my thunder damage been affecting it, like, normally?
Yes. Yes, it has.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So. Hmm. It's going to move away from the giant guy in Juggernaut and risk an attack of opportunity, which misses. It's going to step away from Belric. Attack of opportunity, Belric. Misses. It's going to step here, here, and here. And it's going to stare down the barrel. You see it opens its mouth and smiles. I told you I would kill all of you. And you see as it says that, you see sparks of electricity down its teeth as in the back of its mouth a swirling, spiraling arc of electricity begins to gather. And it breathes out. 120 feet in a straight line. And it is going to go through Belric, Faradir, and Gamesh and hit no one else, as it is a straight line, 5 feet wide. I need a dex save from all three of you. The melee fighters have been taking a beating. That's a failure. Using the Giant Juggernaut Dex +3. That is
I'm
a
going
failure.
to use Indomitable.
Okay. Fair dear.
Cool, it's worse.
That is a failure. So,
Would the 18 have been a success?
nope, that is a failure.
Well, fuck me anyway. It just be like that sometimes.
I will say, as it does this creature, for the three of you who are currently up next to it, it is hurt very badly. It is bleeding from many of its scales. Its cuts are grievous. This is a creature that is looking very, very bad. However, the fact that it regained its breath is not a good thing for you all.
Oh yeah, I'm out for sure.
Okay. Not as good so far. Well, maybe. Okay. So, all three of you take 73 points of lightning damage.
Whew, I am down. Down and then a lot more.
I'm barely up.
Gamesh's Giant Juggernaut fades. Still not at half health.
And also lose my resistance to lightning.
That's... I mean, what a time for it to go, at least.
Yeah, thankfully.
And the dragon ends its turn there. Senti. It is your turn. I like that meme. It's a good one. So, Senti, what are you doing? For science. Which spell do you cast? It's okay. So, conjure elementals. call forth an elemental servant. You choose an area of earth, air, fire, or water that fills a 10-foot cube within the range of the spell, which is 90 feet.
Does it take 10 minutes? Or a minute?
It does. Does take a minute to cast. Minor elementals.
Oh, okay. That's a different story. Sorry.
That's
I just know that I have that spell and I never use it.
that one's
'cause-
also a minute casting time.
Oh my god. They require planning.
Mm-hmm.
Are there summoning spells that are in action? I never really look into them.
I mean, my face spirit's in action. I have a couple that are actions, but
I never play druids.
That one is an action. So, what beasts do you choose? And that's 60-foot range.
watch, it's gonna be the bears again.
So you can get it just in front of the drake. I should reveal this area as well now that you guys are actually in the chamber. As long as it's you know, you can do one beast of level challenge rating 2 or lower, or you can do a couple. Which types do you want? It is up to you. Which type of things would you want? You don't fully know. Also, I don't think wolves can. I mean, potentially, I guess there's a chance. But from where you moved right now, with what effect you have right now, you can do Ganesh. That's really it. Yeah, within 60 feet. You could hit Faradir, who's unconscious, or Belric. Either of them. It's up to you. Faradir is currently unconscious. Belric's close. Who do you make a giant scorpion, yourself? What is the range of polymorph? 60 feet or 30 feet? 60 feet. So you could choose either Belric, Faradur, or Gamesh, currently in front of you. Who? So, Belric, do you accept becoming a giant scorpion?
Sure, I'll become a giant scorpion.
Swell, good to hear. What's the size of a giant scorpion? Just so... It's probably a large, or maybe a medium. Let me look it up. Let me... Scorpion. It is large. Okay. So, Belric, you become a giant scorpion. So, that is your action. Yeah, you can look it up in Roll20 on the compendium. See if you want to bring that up.
Okay.
Okay. End of your go, Senti. So. The giant scorpion hits the map as Senti ends her turn. You're correct. I'm correct in saying you're ending your turn, correct? Nothing else? Okay. The dragon uses 2 legendary actions and will beat its wings. I need a dex save from the giant scorpion. Additionally, Faradir, you lose 1 death save, as you automatically fail the dex saving throw. So I need a dex save from the giant scorpion. Just to roll d20 plus... Damn.
Yeah, it has a better dex score than I do.
20 just makes it. So the scorpion is not knocked prone. Okay, so no damage either. Okay, it still flies its speed away. So, well, half its speed. So. It flies there and lands onto the soft, sandy surface and turns back around. Seer. Oh, by the way, Seer, at the end of your turn, you could make a wisdom saving throw. So that last round you could have made a wisdom saving throw. Are you there, sir? Hello?
I forgot I was muted. I'm sorry. It's a 24. Uh,
Okay, so you are not framed anymore. Just so you know. So at the end of your last turn, you would have been freed from the framed effect.
Okay. Should I make another one for my creature?
Yes.
I assume it is still frightened.
Yes, it is very much so.
Gonna go here. And I'm assuming I can't see it? Or can I?
From there, it has cover, but you can still see its head as it rises up out of the sand.
Yeah, let's take a good long look at my spell list. It's definitely out of any.
Yeah, 135 feet.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay. I am going to use Misty Step in an
Okay.
attempt to creature is still really far away, so I'm also going to use my action to dash. I think I should just try to make up for lost movement. I'll probably dash up to there, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. End of your go. It is Belric as a giant scorpion.
Yep, I'm probably just gonna move to right here. And then I'll just dash to next to the dragon.
Okay, dashed towards the dragon.
And that'll be it for me.
Okay. Top of the order, Mebehi. Just so you know, you would have heard a loud sizzling effect directly in front of your face as the lightning breath would have passed directly in front of your face.
Okay. Can she, like, hear the dragon still?
Make a perception check. 13. You can still tell that it's probably definitely down that hallway. It sounds distant though.
Alright, well, she's just gonna walk towards the noise. She has no clue what's going on.
Okay.
And she's... Yeah, she's gonna stand there.
Okay, you buttress up against what seems to be, a humanoid in front of you that, says a few words to you, and you're like, oh, thank God it's Seer.
Alright, she's gonna hide since, again, she doesn't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
Anything
she's gonna
else?
shoot in the general direction that she heard the dragon.
Okay. Attack roll. So, can you, let me do something. Interesting. I don't like how it always rolls advantage. I just put something on your character sheet so you can choose whether it's disadvantage normal attack or advantage attack for any of your rolls from now on. So you can kind of choose. Also, I added the secret to GM just in case on your character sheet. But I'm going to take this.
Okay, just question. As
Yes.
what it's been doing so far, hasn't it been technically like doing two rolls? One would be...
So technically it's rolling at advantage automatically. Usually
Oh.
I just take the first roll as the normal roll. But it's, so this is technically not an advantage because you are blind. This would be a normal attack roll.
Oh, okay, I thought it was always just like technically rolling it twice. I didn't know it was doing like advantage or anything like that.
No, I mean, technically you could see it as advantage, in all honesty. Because it is two rolls side by side, and that's exactly what it would do with a nat 20. Like, if you were to click advantage roll, it would roll twice, but it would highlight which one is which. So you would see, if it's advantage, it'll highlight which one's the advantage and which one's not.
Okay.
Just helps clear it up. So this would technically be disadvantage, but since you have an ally next to it, it is at advantage because of your pack tactics. So it kind of cancels out, makes it a normal roll. 20 does hit. So you walk up, put your hand on the back of Seer, blind for this entirety of the fight. You take your short bow out, draw it back, fire a single Hail Mary shot. And even with partial cover, which I believe partial cover is only a +1. Oh no, there is no thing as a partial cover. Interesting. There's also that.
Oh, would that one other shot have counted?
Well, the 13 is, I'm taking this as like it technically rolled advantage. Like, basically, there's two rolls, so I'm just taking the first one. I'm just trying to.
Oh yeah, no, there was something else I was confused about. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that.
Um, I'm I'm just gonna say that hits. 'Cause I don't think there's enough cover to warrant half cover, so it just hits. Most of them are outside of it. So, Mabeki, as you turn just past Seer, you fire blindly a shot, just aiming towards the voice of this creature as it just roars out. And currently, Belric, in your scorpion form, in the middle of this sand pit, which I can unveil now, that someone is actually in the full room. As you are currently within this sand pit, covered with wealth, as it being the true horde of the dragon, you watch as an arrow flies past all of you. Past Gamesh, past Seer, past the unconscious Faradir, and finally past you, Belric. And as the dragon stands high and begins to open its gaping maw, to roar, to bite, to lash out at all of you angrily for coming into its lair, a single arrow finds its way as it opens its mouth, sunk right into it, through the top of the mouth, directly into the brain cavity of this dragon. You see the eyes, proud, angry, as it stands tall. Sunk! The arrow goes in, and the head goes limp and falls, dead. Just so you know, it was at 17 hit points left when it made those two movements with 2 attacks of opportunity. If it had taken any damage, it probably would not have moved because it would have risked too much. They probably would have dashed at that point. But a single, well-placed arrow by a blind, small Mabehi. The field goes quiet. The distant storm goes quiet. Initiative is over. Ganas, the Sandstorm, lays dead.
Can Mabeki tell that all this has quieted down?
You fire a single arrow, and all of you hear is sunk, distant in the hallway before you, and then a boom sound.
Okay, with that, she's gonna tug on Seer's shirt and she's gonna say, "Hey, can you help me get the sand out of my eyes?"
So,
Yes.
I should not have gotten rid of the initiative order. So, next up in the initiative, Ganesh would have gone. Ganesh, in his now human form, would have gone up to Faradir. Would have
And
taken out
stabs her.
his hand axe and chopped her head off.
No!
He will use his healer's kit to stabilize
I
you.
always knew it'd end up like this.
No, he'll sit down, stabilize you with the healer's kit.
Thank you much.
No more do you have to worry about the death saves.
Suddenly, Faradir is shot with magic missile.
Ah, fuck.
With some help,
All three.
Mabehi, you are able to get the sand out of your eye. It only lasted a minute. You're able to push away the sand that was blown forcefully into your gaze, and you can now
Go to
see
an eye wash station, flush your eyes out for 30 seconds.
pretty much.
Seriously.
You do have to use some like water from your flask and stuff, and make sure that's all taken care of. But The second you get vision back, you turn to where you heard this dragon multiple times. And there it lays, dead. You killed it.
Yeah, let's be honest here. She's not looking at the dragon. She's looking at the gold.
Yeah. And
Carry any of
back
it.
wall is lined.
She's gonna try and carry some of it. It's Mabeki.
We'll leave you
And
behind.
what looks to be scorch marks in every wall as the forceful lightning breath of this beast has turned many bits of this chamber to pure glass. As it scorched the very sand it dug up.
Shiny.
Wow.
I
This dragon
can't
really
have
has a
this.
taste
I'm
for aesthetics.
Bleeding on the ground.
Also, someone get its head.
I
You
would
can
appreciate
do
not being unconscious.
Whatever
Yes.
you want. You killed a dragon.
You can leave me on the ground though if you want to.
Yeah, Mabeki's gonna run forward and try and take as much as a horde as she can.
Maybe he takes 2 handfuls and can't walk anymore.
Just like right there. She can't even run that far, so she's just gonna try and make it there slowly.
I'm definitely normal size now.
As soon as everything calms down.
And am I still a scorpion?
I would probably would have ended or, would have been canceled. I don't know.
Since he keeps you as a scorpion forever now.
You're just torturing me.
It wasn't polymorph, it was true polymorph.
No.
You were tricked! Senti's evil plan is to true polymorph us all into giant animals to control at her whim.
Does Mabeki need to roll anything to steal?
Well, there's plenty here to look at and take. What do you wish to find?
Whatever's most expensive. If it looks expensive to her, she's gonna steal it.
So, first off, I'm going to do something that I've done with my other players that I find kind of interesting and fun. I want, currently, you can choose who does which. I need someone to roll me 12d6, someone to roll me 4d6, someone to roll me 8d6, and someone to roll me 10d6.
I can do the 12d6.
I'll do 8, I guess.
8d6, okay. That leaves 4d6 and 10d6.
I'll do 4d6.
Yep, then I'll do the 10d6.
Okay. I also need someone to roll me 2d6. That can be sent to you.
You've been volunteered.
Yes.
By
There's-
max hit die, what do you need,
Voluntold.
There is going to be a lot of
Oh.
rolling, so don't, you're not going to be left out. There's plenty.
Cinti, do I
No.
roll like a d10 for my hit die or a d8 for your hit die? Okay, so it's just plus 10. Cool.
Okay. So, Mebehi,
Plus 14.
searching around the chamber.
Wait.
There's a lot of
No.
wealth here. You find 4,000 copper pieces. Faradir, you find a total of, so that's 32, 32,000 gold pieces.
Damn.
Wow.
Seer, you rolled 46. And you got 13. You find 13,000 silver pieces. You might want to write this in the chat to keep a
Yeah, I'm writing it down. Was it 4,000 copper?
4,000 copper, 32,000 gold pieces, 13,000 silver pieces, and then Belric rolled a 33. You find 3,300 platinum pieces.
Holy fuck.
This is a rich dragon.
Oh. The amount
This
of
is
mortgage
gonna be
we're going to
great.
get
Can't we
ahead
just
on.
make multiple trips?
I can go buy a giant artifact now.
Just note that I believe each coin weighs 0.2 pounds or 0.02.
This way, 4,000 copper put Mabeki over her carrying limit.
Yeah, so I believe each coin. I want to get this right. I think it's. So if I were to just add one piece. Yeah, it's 0.02 pounds. So, if you're putting that in the bag of holding, catalog that's a lot of wealth. And that's not even it.
I mean, I can carry all of it if you guys want me to. My carrying capacity is like 600 pounds.
Mabeki's gonna give
But you're
Carrier
carrying
her
300 pounds
copper.
of gear on you, aren't you?
So,
No, I've got 115.
I'm not done. I'm also going to need 6d6, a 3d6, and a d8. So you can
I can
continue.
get the 66.
Okay.
What were the other ones?
3d6 and a d8.
88.
And then 3d6 is the last one. Whoever wants to
I
take
can
that.
roll that
Sure.
if no one else wants to.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Got completely average.
I need Senti to roll me 4d100s. $66. Senti, you find a set of irregular polyhedral dice with 9, 13, 25, and 34 sides.
9, 13, 25.
Additionally, 57.
Was
find-
those the three numbers, Graham?
I'm gonna post this one in the chat because this is a lot of
Okay.
of writing. You find what appears to be what seems to be some sort of flag. It has a strange symbol on it. And it seems well worn and tattered. It seems to be almost like hung up in a place of significance. Whatever it was significant to this drake. The symbol looks similar to this. Then you had a 22. You find a tarnished brazier with a pleasant smelling ash. And then lastly, you find a nice set of embroidered throw pillows that depict little draconic wormlings. All of which are blue. That is what you find. So it was 9, 13, 25, and 34 sides. You can play, I don't know, Holmes in accounting. I don't know. Some other form of medieval game.
Man, this dragon is furnishing our home.
Yes.
Sorry.
You're good. So, Mebehi. Jesus. Okay. That's This is a little ridiculous.
It's Mabehi. It sounds fitting.
Mabeki, I need you to roll 1d100. $35. Mabeki, you find 26 gems, each worth 50 gold. They range in difference in types. Some are sapphires, some are emeralds, some are rubies, some are diamonds, some are other rare gems, amethysts, and other strange, beautiful, decorative gems. But there are 26 of them, and they're all worth 50 gold each.
How much do they weigh?
I believe each would probably weigh 0.5 of a pound. Being only 50 gold. Seer.
Yes.
Roll a d100 for me.
Okay.
You rolled 3d6. Okay, I'm going in the right order. Just had to confirm that. 59.
So close to being 69.
So, you find 8 beautiful pieces of art.
Oh.
From paintings to sculptures and statues. I would say the average weight is probably going to be 20 pounds. Each one is worth around 250 gold pieces.
You said, how much are they worth again?
They are worth 250 gold each.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I'm sorry, can you just repeat what it is for the list I'm writing?
200. So it would be.
I'm also writing it out.
250 gold pieces of art. Mebehi got a bunch of gems, each worth 50 gold.
26.
26. Yes, it's pretty decent number.
It's insane enough to be noteworthy.
Yes. So, I don't think Belric has rolled since the beginning. So why don't we split Faradir, your roll, and his together. So, I'm going to give Faradir roll 3d100s. Belric roll 2d100s. I want to make sure I split up the rolls so everyone can roll a little bit. Okay. So we got a 30, which would be that. And then, so that's 30. Then there's 3 within this. Did I did. Good. So I need Faradir. Roll me 1d100, please. $77. You find what seems to be beads of cloudy gray oil that seem to be on this small can. You find a thing of oil.
A can?
Yeah, like a little, not can, like a pitcher of oil. It looks, cloudy, gray, some type of oil. Then I'm going to need 51. So I'm gonna need 3 the hundreds, 2 of them from Faraday, 1 from Belric. Faraday. Roll one more d100. Four. We'll roll one more d100. 16.
So
Roll
many.
It, roll it again.
Oh my god.
There we go.
You need to roll it 100 times and get every number individually.
Okay. You find what seems to be a small potion bottle. Actually, not too small. But with inside of it, you see what seems to be like a clear liquid with a single nail clipping that spins around in it.
Would I recognize that as what it is?
I'd say, personally, make a history check with advantage.
I did see one in that guy's shop too.
$11. You look at it for a moment,
Told me about what his was.
and you like, kind of cock your head because it looks very familiar. But this is most clearly a toenail of some type. And, by the size of it, it's probably from a giant. And from the look of it, it, for some reason, reminds you of home.
Okay.
You don't know exactly, what this is, but it seems to have a cloud giant toenail in it. Or fingernail, actually, I should say. And then... I will need one more D100 from you, Faraday, for now. Well, not D100, sorry. It's probably going to be more of a... roll a D20. 15. You find a very beautiful sealed spell scroll case. Golden filigree seems to enwrap it. And you additionally see that symbol that Santi found on the flag is embossed on either side of this. Belric. Roll a D100 one more time. Roll it again. Okay. Interesting. You find what seems to be a beautiful arrow that you kind of just pick up out of the piles of wealth. It seems to be just gorgeous. It seems to be almost like some type of silver tech like color to it. But it's definitely not the metal silver itself. It's shiny and beautiful. And it seems to have a slight gleam to it. And then okay, so let me just make sure that this one's done. Oh fuck. Actually, so Belric, cancel that. Um, actually, what you got was a potion of invisibility. I made a mistake in what table I was looking at. So, let me just ensure I'm looking at the right things now. So, 30 is done. That was table C. 42, 48, and 51 were that table. Table D. Belric's. Faraday, did I give you 2 items, correct?
A pitcher of cloudy oil and then a potion. And then I think a spell scroll case. I don't remember if that was me or Belric.
That was you. I got so confused, I think.
There were lots of D100s being rolled.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's that potion? Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you rolled on that table. You got a 77. And that was that. And then rolled 2 more D100s. For the next table. Ow, I added it up, so you wouldn't even gotten that initially anyways. Why did I add it up? So you got that 1 item from that table. You also re-rolled. You got that. I'm just gonna accept it. That's fine. I'm going crazy, but that's fine. Belric, I need you to roll one more D100 because you got a 76. 20. Interesting. Okay. I like this. So, Belric, as you're searching the pile, the last thing you find, as all the wealth is being stripped away, and you all are placing it into the bag of holding or placing onto Faradir's person, you're searching through, and you come across a beautiful, looks to be belt of some type. And you kind of pull it out, and it's made of a beautiful, almost like brass, bronzish colored metal, and wraps around. And looking at the front of it, it has what seems to be a helmed figure put onto it. Yeah, it's very beautiful, and it has a gleam and a shine to it that outmatches everything else that you have found thus far. And I believe that is the last of the magical items that are found within this creature's employ.
That should be everything, I think.
Yes. So I believe you should have gotten. I think I gave you 6 magic items, but you know. So you got the toenail potion. You got the scroll. You got the belt and the. What is this? The other thing that belt got? He got a potion of invisibility. What was the last thing?
It's what I'm assuming is a belt of dwarven kind.
Oh, you also got the strange oil. That's right. But your assumption would probably be correct about the belt.
Hey, Graham.
Yes.
After this session, I think I'm gonna need your help looking at my inventory because I think both my weight and some items are completely wrong in it.
Like what?
Some stuff doesn't even have any weights in it, but I don't know if it's part of the burglar's pack, maybe?
Yeah, that's part of the burglar's pack, I think.
Okay, and the burglar's pack also doesn't have a weight.
That one should be actually easy to implement, I believe. There's not much in that. But let me just find the packs. I can tell you.
So do we want to take like a little short rest while we're in here so we can all
We take a
catch our
long
breath?
rest.
The bag of ball bearings. You only have
Probably shouldn't
100.
take a long rest in here.
Or is that 1,000? Is that 1,000? No, that's 100 ball bearings.
Like I said, I think most of the stuff that doesn't have a weight is part of the burglar's pack. I'm not sure though.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm pretty sure most of the stuff above the silver coins, the ancient silver coins, was what I added back when I first started. So I know a good amount of it might be wrong.
The burglar's pack in total will probably weigh 47.5 pounds.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Think I'm over encumbered then.
Probably. You might need to pawn some stuff off to someone.
Yep, she's over encumbered. Oh god. This was a poor time to fix this. Okay. She's
Maybe-
gonna go.
Maybe Rebecca should have had the gauntlets over restraint.
No, that would just encourage her to steal more.
This weight limit is put upon her by the gods of the universe to contain.
As you get so much wealth, as you pick up that last coin, all of a sudden your backpack, which at this point had been weightless, suddenly just gains hundreds of pounds, and it just makes you feel just so encumbered. As it gains 47 pounds, and yeah, you're not happy.
Okay, she's gonna wave over Gamesh. And
Yeah.
she's gonna ask him if she can ride on his shoulders.
Sure.
Thank you.
Easy enough. So, do any of you want to inspect the items you gained?
Bet he's gonna look at some of her gems while she's sitting on Gamesh's shoulders.
Okay, all of the coins we found would have to be split up to be carried between like Faraday or Belric and the bag of holding.
Are they over 500 pounds?
I believe so. It's 0.02 per coin.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 1,326 pounds.
Oh my god. I mean, I
Yeah.
can't fit 500 pounds of that in. I can't fit 500 pounds of that in the bag of holding because I already have
I
stuff
can
in there.
carry 500 of it. And then Gamesh has a decent strength, right? Or does he not?
What is mine?
I mean, I'm
He does
sure
have
amongst all
Mabeki
of
on
us,
his shoulders.
we can probably carry it.
Weight carried that I have right now is like 29 pounds.
I bet he has the gems on her, so that's already some stuff off of it.
And I can't
So
really
that
carry
part-
too much more.
And if we need to, we could always make a second trip.
Yeah, we could do that. When we go back to the city, we should see if they have a teleportation circle. And
I'm
if
carrying-
they let us use it.
I'm carrying 29 pounds. So I have a carry capacity of 120. So I can carry like 90 pounds.
You guys wanted to fight a dragon,
Yes.
a rich one at that.
I don't. The issue I have now is I don't have a lot of like weight for what's in my bag of holding.
Trying to remember Gamesh's carry weight. Gamesh's
Just
is not.
strength times 15, I think.
Yeah, his is not that impressive. I think his is 180. He can probably carry like not much. He can carry 25 pounds more.
Okay. So,
What about
yeah, we're
Belric?
definitely going to have to make more than one trip. Oh, Senti is 345. Okay. And how much more can Senti carry?
Okay.
I think if you've got like basic gear, it's usually around 100 pounds or something like that. Or like 70 to 100, depending on armor and stuff. Yeah, so we'll have to take about 2 trips.
Gamesh can only take 12,050 coins. So.
We gotta go to the bank, guys.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
have a lot of stuff on you.
it'll take a little bit, but we can handle it all. It'll be alright.
Or you could just leave the copper pieces.
That's true. That is a lot of weight. It's only worth 40 gold.
I mean, if we're dead that money, like I said, if we make more trips, we should be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even if we do drop it, we still have to make a second trip, so doesn't really make too much of a difference.
I believe, I will say, it is within the same day. So if some of you want to do this, you could turn into your mist forms, quickly travel the distance,
Does our bank have a location on this continent?
Probably not.
no, but you could get some of the wealth transferred
that's a
into
rough
another
one.
form.
Oh, that's true. We could just
What-
have it all transferred into platinum. Or at
Yeah,
least
we
as
need to-
much as possible.
You need to
You
go to the
can't
bank and
get
be like,
all
hey.
of it.
That would
you cannot
cut
get
down
all
a
of it
lot of
transferred
weight.
if you go to Kalos, you can probably transfer it all to platinum.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If we go to like a big city or something, we can get it transferred to like a mix of gold and platinum, which would cut off a bunch of weight.
Yeah, and we should probably leave behind the copper. Or I guess can hang on.
The copper is 80 pounds. So
But that would mean that we only have to make one trip, wouldn't it?
no, we still have to make 2.
What's the total
'Cause
amount of pounds that we have?
It's God, what was it again? Just in gold, it was like 1 second. That's not what I meant to do. It's 1,326 pounds in just gold, not including the other items we got. With all of our carrying capacities full, with just gold alone, we still have like 700 pounds of coins, like left over. So, because I was going through and subtracting everyone's best case scenario max carrying capacity, and it still would not be enough for one trip. But if we go cloud form, we can get to Kalos and back fairly quickly, so it shouldn't be.
Yeah, you can
Shouldn't
get
be too
back. You can
terribly
get back to
difficult.
Kalos in an hour with Windwalk.
Yeah, and how much longer do we have the duration on that?
So getting to Ville probably took you maybe an hour at most. You walked through town probably a half hour. Then going to Baltos, you've spent. I'd say, you probably have a good 4 hours maybe.
Yeah, we should have plenty of time.
Yeah.
I feel like it's fairly easy to trust that this will all be here in an hour or we can like leave half the party here if we wanted to, if we were super worried about it. But I don't think there's any reason to worry about it. As far as everybody else knows, there's still a dragon here.
Also, might be even worse, like seeing if there's like a bag of holding we can buy in Kalos too, so we have more space to hold.
Oh yeah, for sure. We could definitely use another one of those.
I think I'm carrying too much gold in this bag of holding, but I have absolutely no idea. Because I have no idea what the correct amount of gold is. I think it's this, and I think it's too much. We need like 15 bags of holding.
Yeah, everyone needs their own bag of holding for all their
Too
shit.
much stuff.
Someone
When
should
I need-
make like a giant size like bag of holding instead of just like the small ones.
Yeah.
I need...
Find someone to take like 3 bags of holding and combine it into one.
Well, I think this is the first time you've all really needed to deal
That's
with
true.
this
Usually we
situation.
don't have this much stuff
I need
to
a
carry.
bank fix.
This is because you went
bag
and
of
dealt
holding
with a dragon.
situation.
That, there's a lot of wealth here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, we need a bag of holding that is a direct portal into our bank vault.
I would love to... I wish I could create my own teleportation circles, and then I would make one here, but I can't. Unless I think cast it in
So,
one place for a year.
I do need to know. What are you all doing?
I think we should do the
There are no
take what we
trees.
can to Kalos, exchange
This is a desert.
it for as much high currency as we can, and then come back for the rest and do that again.
And we also still need to bring the dragon's head with us too.
Yeah, that too. That's also a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Make multiple trips.
Yeah, we've got 4 hours, so we can make 2 full trips with this one casting the spell. I don't know if Senti can cast it again or not, or if they'd want to.
So if you want to spend the remainder of your time doing this, it is doable. Especially in Kalos, there is many merchants that would be willing to transfer a majority amount of the wealth into platinum pieces.
Yeah, I think that's probably what we should do. What do you guys think?
Yeah. It's really the only thing we can do. Unless we just want to leave a bunch of stuff behind. How long do you think it'll take? Do you think it'll take like less than 8 hours to...
To do all that, to transfer all the money?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Okay. Well then.
Definitely less than 8 hours.
Before we leave, I can drop my Fey Spirit and I can summon a Faithful Hound kind of like at the entrance here. So that way no one can steal this from us. If they're going through the entrance, at least.
Mm-hmm. So you all leave?
If someone wants to take Mabeki's bag, and the group's gonna be back quickly, she could stay. She'd be willing to do that.
Yeah.
Should I mean
Circun,
realistically, nothing would happen if we leave, right?
we don't know that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's possible, but unlikely.
I feel like it's likely impossible.
Okay,
I'm
do people in
paranoid.
the town, like, know there's a dragon here?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain they know.
Well, I mean, if they see all of us come back, it would add up two and two and figure out that we defeated the dragon and try to come steal stuff.
They
Some of
wouldn't
us.
be able to get there before us, though,
Plus,
unless they
still
can
like
also
the
cast.
giant sinkhole. Unless that's just gone now.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Can
true.
we like peek outside and see if this is still an illusion sinkhole or and like around us?
Sure. You probably spend a minute to turn into your mist forms, as currently there's no way out of the layer other than flight, or having expert climbing ability.
I can climb.
Okay, yeah, you're able to ascend the solid portions of the wall that you came down, but it is a sheer climb. All of you slid down, 40 feet on sand. Uh, no one else is making it up that. At least not easily. Going up to the surface, you would also have to walk through the town and get to the edge of it. And once you do so, the illusion's gone. In fact, the whole storm is gone. You can see for miles and miles in
Yeah, that might
most
be a
directions.
bit of an issue.
It is
Okay,
very
so-
clear that whatever was creating this weather effect is gone.
What if Sierra's the only one of us who can communicate, right?
I'm probably the only one of us who can create shapes, yes.
No, like sending and stuff.
Oh, yes.
So
Unless
would it
Cindy
be
has it.
smarter to leave Seer at the leave her here so that if other people are coming, you could tell us?
I think I think Seer could be left behind if someone takes the bag of holding.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
And I have my face spirit for an hour, and I can summon him again a few more times.
Yeah, I think that could work.
No matter how many times I get hit, I can't lose concentration on a concentration spell.
Hell
Finally. Finally.
So, Seer, you're staying. Is Mabehi still staying?
Yes, she'll stay with Zir.
Okay.
She's gonna hide though, so if someone does like bust in, they won't see her. Actually, first she's gonna give her bag to Gamesh to take with him, and then she's gonna stay because she knows that's what's weighing her down.
Okay. You can always take off your pack.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
what she's
just, like
leaving
leave it
with
on the
Gamesh.
ground.
Yeah, I don't think you can grab it.
Yeah, I think if you could just leave it on the ground
Yeah,
so that Gamesh
he-
can still carry stuff, and then
Oh,
when
yeah,
we
okay.
come back, you can take it with you again.
Okay, yeah, she'll do that then. I assume you guys are telling her this.
Yeah, we'd explain gravity to Mabehi real quick.
Becky doesn't know logic. She knows thief, and that's it.
Mabeki didn't realize how heavy their bag was until she physically couldn't walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Also,
like
we're
whenever
backwards.
you can boil someone alive by raising the temperature very slowly, like,
That's
you don't
Mabehi.
realize how heavy your bag is whenever you're putting a single coin in at a time.
Mabehi carefully counts all of her coins.
Until eventually your spine snaps and you're dead.
He's like, I could carry approximately 4,000 coins.
I counted them and then recounted them.
Because I had to take them all out and count down until I could still walk.
So,
I love Mabehi.
the trip begins. Are any of the magic items left to be identified?
I mean, we should probably worry about magic items after we do the rest of this. Unless Seer wants to identify them while we're gone.
Yeah, y'all want to leave them here while I'm alone for like an hour. I could totally do that. I can do 6 items an hour.
That's exactly how many we have.
Oh, does Mabehi have to roll stealth to hide?
Yes, please.
And now, being over encumbered isn't going to do anything. I don't have to change my weight right now at all.
Nope.
Cool.
Because your pack technically is on the ground, so. Yeah, so what you can do with this is, since you have advantage with that ability, you can just go and click toggle advantage up at the top above your initiative. So you can choose, like, if it's an advantage or if it's a normal attack.
Oh, okay.
So since you have advantage on stealth
Okay,
checks,
so you need me to roll it again?
yeah, go ahead. Unchanged. So,
Also, am I at the right level?
Yeah. If your expertise is 15, then yes.
Cool.
So,
Yeah.
you all turn into gaseous forms and flee through the sandy wastes of the region and begin flying high over the mountains back to Kalos, leaving 2 of your members to sit and watch over a decaying, blue-scaled body. Seer, you look at the magic items. It's easy to identify. You find a belt of dwarven kind. You find oil of etherealness. You find a potion of cloud giant strength. The potion of invisibility. And then you take a look at that scroll case. Opening it up, you read Draconic. This is most clearly a scroll.
Mm-hmm.
And a powerful one at that. You find the scroll of an 8th level wizard spell. You find the spell Mind Blank.
Oh. Okay.
And I will say, those images that you saw on the ends of this intricate scroll case is also prevalent on the very scroll itself. Whoever wrote this, just crafted this scroll, whatever the symbol means, they were a part of it. It is almost as if the very scroll itself has been made for whatever entity wore this symbol proudly.
Does this symbol resemble the other symbol that we've seen in this place?
The flag, yes, it is exactly the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Curious.
Yeah, it is specifically this symbol. That one right there.
Ah.
Oh no. This swirling thing of death.
Okay, so I'm not the only one seeing it.
No.
Yeah, I refreshed. I thought I was broken.
Maybe that got rid of it. Okay. So. Make a history check.
Okay. I wish I was Gamesh. 17.
The symbol you're looking at is strangely familiar. You think you've seen it one other time outside of this place. Specifically, it wasn't exactly the same, but it was very similar to what this individual wore when you met them at Taivas. You would remember that individual as Johannes, the completely masked figure. And that is what you find.
Can I, just in case, can I, uh, you know what? No, I don't want to do that. Never mind.
What were you going to? What was it?
I was gonna copy the symbol down in my journal so that way I would have, like, a place to, like, reference it. Just in case, like, the spell scroll or the flag was ever not, like, quite at my disposal, but considering I don't know what this symbol is and what it does and who it's for,
Okay.
I don't think I actually want to go through with that thought.
Make make just a straight up wisdom check.
Oh, lovely. I am great at wisdom. I'm not. It's a 13.
13. Okay. Yeah. You think about it for a moment and you stop yourself.
Yeah.
You're like, I shouldn't do that.
Fear of the unknown.
Yeah. Truly. So, the two of you wait for the next 2 hours as the party spends an hour getting to Kalos, spending time exchanging the money, which does take approximately a half hour, and then makes their way back. So, 2.5 hours later, the rest of the party returns, having exchanged all the money they brought with them. So you can exchange those, many, many silver pieces for some nice platinum pieces and gold pieces, and can be exchanged into platinum as well.
Okay, so how much can we get into platinum?
All of the silver pieces can be turned into platinum,
Okay.
and then approximately not all of the gold pieces. That's a lot of gold. Um, in all honesty, you were probably looking at maybe 20,000 gold pieces turned into platinum. So you're still gonna have 12,000 gold pieces. Even the city of Kalos, it's you know that's a lot of influx of money.
Okay, so all the silver and 20,000 gold.
Mm-hmm.
What about the copper?
Did you bring the copper with you? thought that was-
Probably maybe not on the first trip.
Yeah, I don't think you brought it with you.
Okay, so we've got. Excuse me while I do some math very
So that would be
slowly.
130 platinum pieces from the silver.
Mm-hmm. And then 2,000 from the gold.
Yes, so 2,130 in total. And when you do eventually, you have to cast the spell again. To once you get to Kalos again, Senti would have to cast that spell again, as it would have been 8 hours before you guys got back. Trying to exchange the rest of it. All of the 4,000 copper pieces would be exchanged. It's just too much gold pieces. So that would be exchanged to 4 extra platinum pieces.
Cool, cool. Okay, and could we find a merchant who would buy any of the... Well, I guess we should talk about, like, what stuff do we want to keep out of everything we found.
All of the art can easily be sold, and all the gems can easily be sold. The mundane
Okay,
items.
does anyone need
so much.
gems for any spell components?
Mabeki, I think Mabeki has those on her unless you took them from her.
Does
She
Mabeki
didn't
want to
put
keep them all as gems?
not all of them, but like maybe one or two, because she likes shiny things.
Yeah, probably good to keep any of the diamonds if there is any.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, I'd say there's probably around 6 diamonds out of all of them.
Okay. So 6 diamonds and then 2 others Mabeki wants to keep?
Yes.
Okay, so that leaves us with 18 gems. To be sold. Okay, just adding that. And then, does anybody want to keep the art for the house or something? Okay.
The
so
pillows
Senti
are
wants the dragon
fairly
pillars.
mundane, so those they're not going to be worth as much as like the paintings. They're very soft, very nice. I will say, Senti, as you turn the pillows around and look at them, there's a little name of Ganas, like almost etched into the top of it. You're like, oh, cute, his baby pillows. So, just to make it clear, after the second, flight to Kalos, you would have to, in between, cast Windwalk, and then make your way back to Baltos. So the two people at Baltos lose the effects of Windwalk. Eventually, you all return, as it has become fairly dark. It is approaching nighttime over the course of all of your travels in the day. The resting here, at the moment, seems fairly easy, and you are all able to. Also, with as many heavy melee people as you all have, cutting off the dragon's head is additionally a very simple process. And so, you all spend the night resting in or around the cave of this once strong, rich, powerful dragon, proud of your accomplishment. Seeing as it's 11, I think we're going to end the session there. You all are even richer. And
Nice.
hopefully you can all make that next house payment. So, gonna end it there. Thank you all for playing.